Speaking of which, brings us to our final challenge for you. You should have your 4 props, and I want to see if you've worked out how you could use them for escaping from jail. That's a green felt-tip pen. It was used for an escape by someone called Stephen Russell from the Estelle unit in Houston, Texas.
Did he colour himself green?
Yes.
Pose as a leaf?
You were nearly there. He wore a white jumpsuit.
Oh, and he painted it green so he looked like one of the prison guards.
One of the doctors. And he escaped as a doctor. He just walked out the door. What have you got there, Roger? What's that?
Dental floss.
Dental floss. This was Vincenzo Curcio, a mafiosa. And this was only in the year 2000, quite recently, in Turin. He was guilty of murder and arranging 7 other murders, so he was a serious criminal. How did he escape using only dental floss?
You get your dental floss, hang it round the bars and leave it dangling. Then you get your potato and you break it up and you stick it on the floor in front of the door.
Yes.
And then you put spots all over yourself at the green.
Yeah.
You know, make plague noises. When the warder runs in, opens the door, because he slips, careers across the cell door, get your chilli powder, throw it in his eyes, and then, in the confusion, get the end of the dental floss and tie it to the inside of the door. Right. So when he gets up, screaming, saying, "You bastard, all of you," runs out, slams the door behind him, the bars come on.
Fantastic. Brilliant. You've used all 4 props for 1 escape, but let's just keep with the floss. This man, Vincenzo Curcio, this mafioso, he flossed the bars and it sawed through them. That's how strong the floss was. And these particular iron bars were very good at withstanding explosions, but not good at withstanding dental floss. What about the chili powder?
Well, I think throwing it in someone's eyes
is exactly right. It happened in Pakistan in 1997. 5 prisoners escaped by throwing chili powder in the eyes of a prison officer.
That would hurt.
So that leaves us the potato.
Is it like in Escape from Alcatraz, where you just draw a picture on it and it looks like your head and you leave it in the bed?
Well, not far off. Have you ever seen a film called Take the Money and Run? The wonderful Woody Allen film. And he does something with soap. Do you remember?
You to make a gun, the shape of a gun.
What Woody Allen does is he carves a gun out of soap and then blacks it with boot black, so it looks just like a pistol. And then he holds up the prison officer and they go out across the courtyard and it's raining, and when you cut to the wide shot, it's this great ball of lava he's led back into the prison. But he was basing it on the true story of one of the most famous criminals in the 20th century in America. Dillinger. John Dillinger carved his potato into the shape of a gun and got away with it.
But a very small gun. If you had to carve one out of that...
It may have been a bigger potato.
It'd be pathetic.
How would you use a Monopoly set to escape from a prison camp?
I could see how you might use a buckaroo.
Just fly out over the fence.
I mean, you'd probably just keep ending up on the barbed wire. Again, try it with the bucket.
Is it the covering up the hole with it?
Well...
Like in Shawshank?
No, there was a man whose nickname was Clutty Hutton, who in Britain bought up lots of Monopoly boards and turned them into escape kits that he then set up through MI9 with these pretend charities.
So that you'd get a get out of jail free card. That's a very good idea.
It was. No, what was brilliant was that hidden in the Monopoly board were incredibly useful things.
A file.
Like a small dog, tiny hat, and a little ship.
There would be real money interspersed with the Monopoly money. There would be maps on silk, because they obviously tried it on paper. It's too bulky and rustly, but on silk, on parachute silk, you get an enormous amount of detail and tiny. That's an example of his earlier work, putting a compass in a military tunic button. The Germans got wise to this. They'd unscrew them, eat the buttons, and they'd see it. So then they reversed the thread. So when the Germans unscrewed it, they in fact tightened the button. Then they got wise to that. So then he used razor blades, which were magnetised at one end, so that when they were attached to something metal, they would spin round with the G of Gillette would point north, which was very good. So they were well disguised.
They said, now look, we put the normal thread on.
Yeah.
Old Kraut, he's unscrewing it. Then what we've done is we've put it the other way. So when he's unscrewing it, he's actually tightening it.
That's right.
Now we've got a step further. We've done one here. You can't get the top off.
Isn't there a flaw in that, sir?
Don't complicate it, Perkins. No one's going to see this bloody compass, that's for sure. Give it a try, you won't get it off.
Oh, very good, sir.
In many ways, it's become what I call a button.
If I was the German camp commandant, I'd have made them all wear duffel coats.
If it was me, if I was in charge, I would have started shipping out giant Jengas.
Would you?
Well, then you just build them up. You know the Jengas you get in pub gardens?
Yes.
Just massive one, just hop over the fence.
Brilliant. If only you'd been in charge then.
Or snakes and ladders, but with actual ladders.
Yes.
And real snakes to scare the Germans.
Scare the Germans.
Good British snakes who didn't like the look of a German soldier and would go up to them and go...
What about if they gave them toy tanks, but really big ones? And then they could turn around and go, take this, Jerry.
Where are 1% of American adults?
Oh, I imagine we could find out, couldn't we? We could use Google Earth, because some of them are quite big. There's one. He's got his own postcode.
1% of the population, which is... What's the population? It's about
300 million, isn't it?
So you're talking about between 2.5 and 3 million, say?
Jail.
Yes. G for jail. English spelling of jail, of course, but it is G for jail.
Really, that many people? 3 million people are locked up.
Well, 2.3, which is
all-
1 in every 99.1 adults.
All of those guys there are innocent as well, because they all were arrested for having switchblades, but they've all only got one arm.
Well spotted. Proportionally, Americans in prison more than twice as many as South Africans, more than 3 times as many as the Iranians, more than 6 times as many as the Chinese. No society in history has imprisoned more of its citizens than the United States of America.
We did pretty well, though, don't we? We sort of topped
don't-
the European League.
We're ahead of China, Turkey and India.
Yes.
Yeah, with 148 prisoners per 100,000.
It's the 3 strikes and they're out.
That's
sort of thing
been the
really
problem,
bumped it up
yeah.
recently.
I mean, a legal system based on baseball just seems bizarre. People don't seem to understand the law. It's all very complicated. What's simple? What do people like? Baseball. Right then. Here's the rule.
3 strikes and you're out, yeah.
Mental.
What it means is if the first 2 strikes, the first 2 crimes you're convicted of are serious enough, the third one, no matter how trivial, will get a life sentence, 25 years or more. So, for example, Leandro Andrade is serving 2 consecutive 25-year terms for shoplifting 9 videotapes. Or...
He took 9?
Yes. Kevin Webber, 26 years for stealing 4 chocolate chip cookies. It's astonishing.
It's really stupid, isn't it? Because if you know you're on this sort of deal...
Yeah.
Take 5.
Yes,
That is the idea.
do another murder. do a bank job. There's no point...
There's no point doing anything trivial.
If
No,
you're
I know.
going to get caught.
It is a bit bonkers. But the racial numbers are a bit worrying. And the gender numbers, it's 1 in 30 men aged 20 to 34 is behind bars. But for black males, that's 1 in 9. 1 in 9. There are more 17-year-old black people in jail than in college in America. So 5% of the world are American, 25% of all prisoners
Isn't the real
are American.
controversy with this the business end of it?
Well, that's true. It's also, as you say, right, it is a business.
Because it's not just licence plate, they make loads of stuff.
Well, one of the things I should have said when talking about contraband is that you're not allowed to bring into America anything that's been made by forced labour or prisons. But in America, you could almost say, if you were so minded, that they've reinvented the slave trade. They produce, for example, 100% of all military helmets, ammunition belts, bulletproof vests, ID tags and other items uniform, 93% of domestically produced paints, 36% of home appliances, 21% of office furniture, which allows the United States to compete with factories in Mexico because, of course, obviously the workers can't refuse to work for 25 cents an hour.
I very much like to say something hilarious, but something must be done.
It is.
Should we...
It's
Feels
very
a bit more
astonishing.
question-timey this year. Go on.
It is a bit amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's extraordinary.
Yeah.
It's slavery by the back door,
Exactly, wasn't it?
which is another video that I've got.
What type of birds did the Birdman keep in his cell in Alcatraz?
Is it a canary?
A canary, or canaries.
can't believe I got a buzzer again. I might be close, because last time I said 300 and it was 299.
Yeah.
Canary.
Did he keep them in the cell? Did they come to the window? I can't remember the film now. It's Burt Lancaster, wasn't it?
It wasn't allowed is the right... Well done, audience. Very good.
You weren't allowed birds in your cell, were you? No.
He was in his previous prison, which is why he was called the Birdman. And he ended up in Alcatraz, which is why I suppose he was called the Birdman of Alcatraz. But he was an amazing expert on canaries, so that was his bird of choice. And sparrows. I know, but he didn't keep them in
299, I was
Alcatraz.
one away. Canaries, I said canaries.
And his name...
What do you want from me?
Do you know his name? Robert Franklin Stroud. And he was moved to the Great Rock, as they call it, from which no one escapes. According to Patrick McGowan.
To the Rock.
Yes.
I think Sean Connery got out, yeah.
Patrick
To
McGowan.
the Rock.
Yes.
Welcome to the Rock.
One more time, we'll go again.
Welcome to the Rock.
So kind. And we can have a look at Alcatraz. That's the inside. You can do a tour of it.
I've done a tour of it.
Have you?
It's great. I liked it a lot, but they used to put people in the cells. All the cell doors, they can open them from one end or they slide because they don't have doors that open.
Yes, that's right.
It's put prisoners in them, tourists, I mean, in them, and then one day they couldn't get them out. So they had some tourists in there for 10 hours and lots of other tourists coming past. Who were all suddenly were on much better behaviour.
Yeah. He didn't buy anything from the gift shop.
You can see it very clearly from San Francisco. It looks so near, and it was quite easy to escape from your jail and swim, but nobody survived the swim, even though it seems quite a short distance, because
really
the
does,
currents are
doesn't
so strong.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
it's swept away. And Alcatraz, of course, is a word of what origin, would you imagine?
Mexico.
Well,
Imagine.
Spanish language, yes, indeed. And a lot of the Spanish words come from...
Spain.
Tom Faulty.